This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Man United we're talking about.
This is Manchester 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 United we're talking about.
Oh, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about. Manchester United we're talking about here.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
I mean, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. It's Man United we're talking about. It's Man United we're talking about. It's Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. This is Man United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about.
We're talking about Manchester United.
Yes, people, this is Manchester United we're talking about, and we're going to dive into this whole goalkeeper stuff. Mixed reviews, I'd say. And there's goalkeepers. There's a new goalkeeper on a shortlist, and I swear on my life, we better go nowhere near him. Nowhere near him. No good, not good. White version of Onana. I'm not trying to see him in the sticks. He's a bozo. I don't know why United's got him on the list, but Diogo Costa, I don't know why his name's even mentioned. Rubbish keeper. He's exactly the same as Onana, except that he can save penalties. That's the only difference. So I don't want to see him anywhere near United. He's going to cost a fair bit as well, so I don't think we'll be going for him. And it's funny with these whole goalkeeper links anyways. It's just because apparently United haven't made their minds up yet on Onana and what's going to happen there. So we'll see what goes on from that part. But we got Emi Martinez wanting the United move come out yesterday. I was going to go live, but I'm not going to lie, people. When this heat gets to you, it's long. It's like 30 degrees at the moment. And bar that, we got this Gyokeres stuff. It's kind of linked with Martinez. It's just what's the downside of everything when it goes to that situation. It's kind of positive, to be fair. And then Mbeumo as well. There's a little bit of news and a little bit of an update on that behalf. And you know what? Someone's even made a prediction. And Ekatike allegedly has been overplayed. So funny old game when it comes to trying to get these these clubs going to a bidding war. Long day. What's the likes on? Can we get the likes up? There's like 200 people in here. Have you smashed the likes? Let me know if you smashed the like. Say yes in the chat. If not, then it's your time to shine. What's this about your credit? I don't know why this guy keeps flirting. He's kind of getting on my nerves, to be fair. He's kind of getting on my nerves. Anyways, let's just get straight down into it. Big up United Juno. Big up Yusuf in the building. Yusuf, Twisted Fate as well. Got Kingsman, Hyper Protagonist with all these cheeky lines. And then Kingsman as well. And the rest of you lot, Mesh, I see you. So love for that if you're in here. 9 likes is absolute diabolical, though. I'll be real. Emi Martinez, 40 million is a joke. We're not paying them 40 million. And you know what? I've only just been alerted to something. Aston Villa are about to pull a Chelsea. Sounds great, isn't it? Aston Villa are about to pull a Chelsea. They're going to sell their women's football team for about 200 million to hit PSR. So you know what? Them getting all that or needing all their players, or they might need to sell their players or whatever along them lines that go along with, I don't know, regulations that put them into the green or in the clear. It looks like that's going to be, you know, it's going to be bypassed. It's going to be bypassed. So that whole thing that Aston Villa probably need to sell for a certain amount now is not going to happen. But I'm not going to lie. If Manchester United are going to look to spend 40 million on a goalkeeper before a central midfielder comes in the door, I am going to be livid. Absolutely livid. There's no way United are looking to get a loan deal or some sort of deal done, but then they say, you know what? Let's go spend 40 million on Martinez. Do I believe that? No, I don't think United will. You know, there's better value for money out there. I don't know why we're looking at Diogo Costa either. That's just stupid. But if Martinez wants United, we want players that want Manchester United. But I've got 2 issues with this for me personally. Last year, didn't have the greatest seasons. I don't know how much confidence that fills me personally. And 2, he's banned for the first game of the season. And I know it's only one game, but our number 2 is Biyindi. Our first game is Arsenal. And I want to get off to a flying start. So that whole thing of signing Martinez looks dumb. Do I believe that Martinez is going to actually move to us? I've got an odd feeling he does, but if it does happen, it's going to be later in the window. I'd rather us go get someone like Vanya or go Chevalier. If you're going to go spend 40 million on a goalkeeper, go get Chevalier from France. I think like you can actually bank on the next 10 years of a goalkeeper like that. Something similar to what we did with David De Gea many years ago, back in 2012, I think, or 11, when he signed. But again, from that, how much does Martinez improve United now? He does improve us quite a lot. So that's why I look at it saying, how much of an upgrade can we go and get, and how much does that mean that we can go push for, I don't know, back into the Champions League spots? I think he does. But when it comes to the big moments, obviously Martinez has won a World Cup. But of recent, he absolutely killed Aston Villa. Do you know what I mean? So what happens when United might maybe get into a situation where you're fighting in its last 2-3 games of the season, and he decides he wants to be an eccentric motherfucker and decides he wants to go and fly kick someone and get sent off, pretty much like he did at United. I can't remember who it was against, to be fair. Who was it? Was it against? It wasn't Garnacho. He wasn't playing. I can't remember who it was. Was it Højlund? I think it was Højlund, because he had that absolute disgusting touch, right? Literally doing up his best impression of Prince Andrew. So I ain't got a clue on that notice. But the Martinez ship, United want him. So as much as we can say, oh, it's PR, spin, I can't really deny it at this point. United want him. I think he's at the top of the list of goalkeepers. It kind of fits into the mold of, cool, you got a bit of a leader there. He's a winner as well. He's won the World Cup. He was a big part of that as well. And also, I know he's a bit of a character. I know he's a shithouse. Something else I like is the whole thing of being within the Premier League. If he wants away from Aston Villa, then he probably feels like he's ready for the next step, if there is a next step. But is it more of a wage thing as well? Has anyone considered that? Does he think he's going to come to United and get a mad payday, considering the position we're in? What wage is he on at Villa? Let me check. Emi Martinez. Let's see what his base wage is. So according to this, his base wage is 150k per week. I'm sorry, but he's getting paid quite nice there. You're not getting more than 150k at United. I'm sorry. Not as a goal. I'm sorry. I mean, you could be a top goalkeeper, top of the range. I hear it. But surely he doesn't go on much more than that. He can't be one of our top earners in the club. Nah. This man wants a payday. He wants and I don't blame him either, by the way. He's 32 years of age. Or is he 31 going on 32? Something like that. And if he feels like United could be that joint, he better not come to this joint. Because that's everything United don't want. Does he want to win trophies? Probably. Is United the best bet for that? At the moment, for the top tier trophies, it's not. So even though he's coming to United, how long does he stay here? And how long will it be until we get back onto that perch? Could he be the reason why we get there? Maybe. I don't know. But if it's a trophy reason, it's not. Let's be real with ourselves. It's not Manchester United. We're not winning no Europe next season because we're not in Europe. And on top of that, we're not winning no Premier League. Never say never, though. So you got to question a lot of these what's it called, movements, or I don't know with it. I just don't know with him. I'm very confused. What would you guys do? Would you want Martinez, or should we move on? Because I just feel like 17 million over for Italy's goalkeeper. Just go to the next best thing. Someone that you can actually have probably for the next 5+ years. Vanya's not old. He's like 20. What is he, like 28, 29? Something like that. You can't win nothing without a proper goalkeeper. The money doesn't matter. It's a good point, to be fair. Lucas Chevalier should be the target. Cass, I can't lie. I'm starting to believe Anana does this shit purposely. No way a keeper is this bad. Oh, he's crap, man. He's shite, honestly. Amorim has faith in Agate, but kept hooking him every game. Doesn't make sense. Well, if he has faith in Agate and hook, it doesn't make sense, does it? For someone, I don't think he has faith. If you're getting hooked pretty much every game, that doesn't show me that the manager's got faith in the player. So, again, sounds like a bit of an agenda. Yeah, having the faith in Agate is mad. I mean, he's not one to go out and belittle a player in in a press conference, in press conferences and whatnot. He doesn't actually out none of the players. He just says as a collective more time. But even though he might show faith, no one actually clocked. Even though he might, when it comes to showing faith to players, he will do that. But I feel like behind closed doors, I don't think he rates a lot of these players. I'll be honest, because it's the same thing with Mason Mount. All of a sudden, you know, we saw that report come out yesterday or something. Basically, it was more opinionated. Or, you know, Chief Scout, he's probably got good links with Man United. So all of a sudden, like, I got told that he's looking to start him next year. And then you're looking to buy a player in his position. Doesn't really show me that there's faith in Mason Mount, even though we gave him praise. How does that make any sense, right? Could play multiple positions to a high level, whatever. Clearly lying. Same thing with Onana. I don't think he's happy with Onana. Who in the right mind would be happy with Onana in the net as a manager? You can't. You know what? You just don't want to shatter his confidence. Even though I believe his confidence is gone, and he's probably putting on a front. Then yeah, I don't see it. You know what? If you want to make jokes, funny jokes, there we go. But yeah, we finished 15th. Amorim probably rates about 6 to 8 of the whole squad. I'd say barely even that. How about that? I don't even think he rates 6 to 8 of the players. But Emi Martinez is a big profile. And that's what I think United are looking for. We need dressing room leaders, and he's been known to be a dressing room leader. We need someone that's going to take the... If, let's say, Casemiro is the go, is the best bit of experience, it could be him. I wouldn't say he's... I remember watching some Aston Villa stuff, and Emi Martinez was made captain at one point, and it was a bit too much. I've never heard of him being someone that's upsetting in the dressing room, or he's a bad character, or anything along them lines. When it comes to team, he is the definition of team. You know, he's definitely a team player. Where sometimes when you get that reputation as a South American player, especially an Argentinian one, they just want to go back to South America. You know, no matter what, whenever the opportunity arises. Apparently, he's really settled in England, and he's been here for quite a long time because he was Arsenal's ex-keeper for getting sent out on loan for many years. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like he'd definitely be a good addition, but 40 million is not where it's at. If you can acquire him for 25 million, not 30, by the way, 25 million, I'd say go for it. Just would Aston Villa like sell their goalie? I don't know. Because you know what I don't like? You know what I don't like is we go buy Emi Martinez, then they go buy someone like Chevalier, who they're linked with at the moment. And I hate that. It's like, why? Why can't we go get that one? You know, he's going to be the next best thing in the world of goalies, by the way. And you're going to let him go to Aston Villa first? Nah, that's just stupid. That's absolutely stupid. I hate that. It's like giving Chelsea the other year 50 million or 55, whatever the hell it is, yeah, for Mason Mount, and then they go and buy ABC player. You know, they get rid of flipping Kai Havertz and Mason Mount for like a combined 115 million in base fee. Are you mad? That pretty much funded Caicedo. What the fuck? I hate stupid shit. This is why when it comes to that stuff, it's like, can you not think a little bit more into the future? Like, don't get me wrong, keepers are keepers. But there's no reason not to go and get like a top goalkeeper that's already doing his thing. I wouldn't say be so obsessed with going to get a keeper that's from the Premier League. I think there's better out there. You know what? As much as he's got and now he's got Mendes. Now he's got Mendes as the agent. Oh, mate, this could be a long day. It doesn't mean United's going to deal with it, but it's like, okay, but what's the actual deal? You know, if you can get us Emi Martinez, what can you do for, like, I don't know, getting rid of Onana? What's the other deal? There's going to be another client involved, surely. Surely not. Oh, it's a long day, United. Anyways, moving on from Martinez, quickly talk about Mbeumo before we do this whole Gyokeres stuff, because I'll get giddy. Anil Candola, he's on TalkSport. I don't know how credible he is. I don't actually think he's got sources. And this is more opinionated, but he came out of Mbeumo earlier saying Man United is close to being completed. An announcement should be made within a week from now. So he said within a week. So that's his credibility on the line. We'll see how much credibility he's got for Mbeumo, right? So, but on top of that, Ben Jacobs was on the United stand, and I don't know if he's still on there. I think he's finished now. He likes the big old Ben. Is it finished? I think he has finished. He was talking with Beth, and obviously just providing updates. It's kind of the same updates over and over and over again. And it's just like, okay, yeah, this is great, but anything brand new? But this is something that was said even last week. Man said Kepa for 5 million. Don't you dare. That's your club, not my club. But he said Man United are in constant contact with Brentford regarding Mbeumo, making verbal suggestions. Keyword, by the way, remember that one. Regarding the structure of the deal. So that when they make their official second bid, it's with the utmost confidence that it will be accepted. I remember talks on it last week, and I think it also come from Ben Jacobs as well. And he was talking about how the bidding process can work. And rather than going for a second bid and then a third bid and then a fourth bid, I think the way United want to do stuff now is make sure everything's down to where both clubs are happy, so that when a bid does go in, it's more than likely going to get accepted. You know, you're going to be tempted to go and accept that one, because if you keep doing second, third, fourth bid, that's something that we used to do. And obviously getting over the line, it means you end up probably paying more and probably wasting a lot more time. So I think with the Mbeumo one, whilst we're trying to look for sales, there's not that much of a rush because we can't actually move that fast for anyone else at the moment. So I feel like Mbeumo again, it should for me, the feeling just as a fan, I feel like, yeah, I'm not entirely sure when it'll get done, but next week is my feeling as well. It should be done within a week. You know, you think of the message that needs to be relayed to us Manchester United fans, right? Wait, you ended the stream on us. I don't know what you're on about. We're gonna need some dopamine soon, innit? What do you mean? You ended the stream on us. Who is us? Let me know who us is. I don't even know what that says there. What's LR? What's LR? I don't know what that's next to your name. Is it a flag? Because I can't see it. Who's us? I don't know who you are. Smash the likes, people. We're not even on 50 likes. This is horrendous. 250 nearly in there, and we've only got 40 likes. It's crazy. Nelson, nice to see you as well. What were you saying? Wait, Martin. Yeah, he swapped his agent. He's literally swapped his agent for Mendes. It just came out. Ruben prefers Jay-Z to Rasmus. Ineos seem to be obsessed with Prem proven. No risks being taken on players adapting. That's what I believe as well. That's why I think Emi Martinez is high on the list. For them to, if they're going to go secure a goalie. Donnarumma, but we ain't ever pulling from PSG. That guy is trying to look. I can't even believe that Donnarumma was even a thing. We're never going to get him. Let's be real. Never going to get him. So it's just using us probably to go and get a new contract. What else is there? One off season could be more focused at a new club. You'd like to think so, for sure. You'd like to think so. I don't know what this means. So yeah, sure, maybe it's a typo. I don't need a striker. Instead, get me Baleba. He would be the next decade. Well, he would be there for the next decade. I mean, sounds great, but where are we forking up the 100 million from? They have to steady the ship somehow. Prem proven is the best way to go about it. Now, yeah, I agree. It's true. If you're going to go buy players, it's the only one that you can't go and get that for is a striker position. Probably why they wanted the Lat as the first choice. Cheap, cheerful, English, hits the quota. I feel like we might be in a little bit of a pickle when it comes to the homegrown stuff, because you can't class someone as homegrown if they've just been in an academy and they've just come out. I'm something like that. Someone correct me on the rules as well. And that's why I think like Mason Mount won't go, because you need a certain amount of homegrown talent in the squad at least. And I'm pretty sure you need like 6, 7, 8 players, 9 players or something that's homegrown. So I feel like with United, it's a bit. I'll try to work out how many actual British players or homegrown players that we actually have in the team that can be classed as that. And I think we're lacking. A part of me, that's what makes me think that we go for someone like Hayden Hackney, because it's the English stuff. And probably why we might look for someone else. Like, did Emi Martinez come from Arsenal's academy? I'll double check. So yeah, Emi Martinez classes as homegrown. So no wonder why we'd be aiming for him. He was in the youth career of came from the academy back in 2010 to 12 before he started getting loaned out everywhere. So it even makes even more sense why they want Emi Martinez, and probably why they'll do it. That's what I said. If you look at what we're missing against Aston Villa, as it will stand, Aston Villa, Manchester City, and I think Chelsea, we're going to be fucked. So if we go and get someone like Baleba, I'm telling you now, keep away from AFCON players now. It's done. For me, it's done. Don't, Joey, that's nasty work. Is Robert Sanchez any different from Onana? Like, let's be honest. That's nasty work. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Mbeumo as well. I'm just waiting for the here we go. I need the gas mode. Because I really want to get the Wenger boys. I want to get like a remix so I can start playing it on stream. Every time he scores, yeah, every single time he scores, I can just run that. Do you know what I mean? Like press like one of the sound buttons and then and you already know what's going off. Literally just a press of a button, no copyright, nothing. Done. I'm going to get it sorted. You know what? I'm going to ask for it in a minute. I'm going to ask for it after this. Later on, to be fair. No, I've already seen that. No, why do you want so many AFCON players, bro? Do you want to fuck us in January? Like, what you want about? Mbeumo deal dopamine's gone 16 days since on. Yeah, it's kind of been rushed at now, isn't it? It's like it's trying to give us the same update. Yeah, United are still in talks. United are still in talks. Okay, that's great. I'm still in talks with different babes. So what? Same shit. Doesn't mean shit's gonna happen, but it's just. I feel like I know what this fan base is like, because including myself. Because if we see it through the door, like you know that quote where people say, "I'll see it when I believe it," or "I'll see it when he holds up the shirt and I don't care about news." I mean, you see him holding a shirt, we're gonna get gassed. That first interview, we're gonna get gassed. You know, the thought of actually having Cunha and him is we're gonna get gassed. That's it. And Mbeumo, yeah, I know, but that's where my last straw is. And Mbeumo was the last kind of AFCON player I'd want. That's it. Because you're going to lose Ahmad. That whole right-hand side is finished. Mazraoui, Mbeumo, Ahmad, it's all gone. It's gone. So you're going to have to find another way to win. This is why we do need like a striker that's got goals in him. That's why Gyokeres is important. Oh my God. I would love this guy. See, now this is a guy I want. Richard Rios, yeah. If you go get me Richard Rios, yeah, proper box-to-box player, yeah. Proper box-to-box player. And he's perfect next to Bruno. And you go get me Hayden Hackney, I'm in dreamland. You can go get him for 20 million and then Hayden Hackney for like 15, 20 million as well. That's mate, you're set. You're actually set for box-to-box play. You don't need no other midfielders. You got Bruno. We'll see what happens with Casemiro. I don't even know. Go loan out Toby Collier or something. You might need him for the season. Nah, you know what? Don't loan him out. And then we'll go from there. We'll go from there. We'll go from there. All right, Richard Rios goes to Spurs. I'll be fuming. I'll be fuming. Fuming. Well, there's the whole thing with Gyokeres, because I saw yesterday and there's lots of different signals. Again, it's like a toxic relationship with this man at the moment, isn't it? Like trying to get his signature. It's like Arsenal don't want you, mate. What do you not understand? What do you not understand? Yeah. Arsenal going for Sesko. A part of me thinks they're trying to wait to maybe see what happens with Isak, if he's available or not. Like, sly little part of me thinks that. So he don't want you. Yeah. So your priorities be Arsenal, but your priorities are all over the gaff. And then it's like, well, no one else is going in for you again. And now, apparently, Mendes is gonna become like the mediator to sort out this whole Gyokeres stuff and probably negotiate something along the lines where, you know, like his fees more fixed and he can get his move. Probably paying a lot of money, right, for the top agent in the world. But it's like, what else comes with that? What does that really mean? And I feel like with Mendes, I don't know how great of a relationship he's got with United at the moment. You know, he's been known to dish us A, B, and C said players, right? I'm pretty sure he have a decent relationship with Sporting as well. Otherwise, why would he be going to get him as a mediator? So if you're going to go and get him, and he's going to fund this, well, not fund, sorry, go and mediate this Gyokeres stuff, then what does that mean for Manchester United? Even though we don't have no money, really, after Mbeumo, what does that mean? It's always with him. It's like making, the way I like to think of it with Mendes at the moment is, are you making a deal with the devil? What other complications are there? Because he's always wanting another move. Always wanted another move. Mendes gave you Euro for Ugarte. Yeah, I see something along them lines. I saw something along them lines. But But United did what? Well, United did want it, yeah. But if he can do that for Euro, then what can he do for Gyökeres? Does that mean he brings Gyökeres and Martinez? Because they'll be both his clients? Does United even have 100 million to go and spend on both of them at the moment? No. Because that's what the total value of what they want, right? 60 million, 140 million, whatever. I don't know. Gyökeres but it's a good update. So something's going to have to happen within the next 2 weeks. Within next week, within the next couple weeks, something's going to have to happen. I just want to see a movement. Like, it's like a domino effect. And I think you lot have seen that as well in other streams. It's like, okay, when one domino falls, what happens with Ekitike? That's one domino. Then Sesko happens. Then what's the other domino? Isak, is that another domino? Probably not. But then, like the Gyökeres, it's like until we see movements from other clubs going to get whatever striker they wish for, João Pedro, whatever, then we kind of know what situation United will be in, because I feel like we're lost. No matter what situation we find ourselves in, we're lost. Ekitike, let's be honest. If Liverpool then decide that they're going to go get Ekitike, we're not getting him over them. Same thing with Chelsea. If Arsenal go get Benjamin Sesko, then that must mean we only got Gyökeres left. That's why I say no matter what happens, in my mind anyways, Man United have got no choice but for a striker, which would be Gyökeres. I don't know who else would be linked with, or trying to go and get. You're going to have to go do your scout in another version. Like, I saw that we linked with some striker from Belgium. Never heard of him. I think he plays for Genk. I think. And it's like, oh, God, how's that going to work out? Yeah, it is a little bit like that. It's a little bit like sloppy seconds, isn't it? Gov, you haven't missed much. I promise you that. It's the same kind of recycling of the news, and I'm not gonna front like it's some breaking news, because it's not. I just want to see what happens with Mendes, but it's not going to take 2-3 days. That's the only issue. That's why I feel like with this whole Mbeumo stuff, the fan base is going to get really pissed off at some point. That's why the dopamine needs to hit. It's all about the timing. It's probably, you know what? Before we know it, it's probably already done, and they just don't want to announce anything yet. They're just keeping it hidden. Yeah. Anyways, people, let me double check all of this stuff. Once made a stream yet? What, like, if we're not even on 100 likes, can you double check that button? There's loads of you just being fucking little lazy bastards. Stop being lazy, man. Get off your asses just hearing me talk. And then you're like, no, I'm not going to fucking like your video. Oh, you're going to have to earn your likes. Shut up. Yeah, I need a dopamine hit real soon. Well, you ain't even got a stream up, mate. I'm confused. Well, on that notice then, let me check this. Has he not got nothing up? I mean, who can we go and raid then? Is there anyone? Is no one live? Is no one live? Do you prefer the 11 for the season? No, because I hate all these Man United players. There's no preferred 11. I can't believe it. No one's actually live. That's insane. Can someone link me to a channel that's... Maybe, you know what it is? I think it's just my profile. I'm not subscribed to no one. All Jester's live. Nick's live. Oh, there's a few people that's live. Yeah, let's go raid Nick. Definitely raiding Nick. Let's go raid Nick. Nick is good peoples. Anyways, there we go. Let's go raid Nick. Love, man. I'm going to be back later. Hopefully there's something. Hopefully there's something.